dessert I will be making today is the white coffee ice cream cake. A dessert that comes from the combination of two different aromatic components. On one side, coffee, which will be the defining element of the ice cream, and on the other side, citrus fruits in the form of an Italian-style semi-freddo. Two additional components that we will find are a pine nut dacquoise at the base of the dessert, a crunchy almond and gianduja glaze around the outer edge, and on the surface, to finish, an Italian meringue that will later be torched with a blowtorch. Here is the first element that we will find at the base of the white coffee ice cream cake. This is the pine nut dacquoise. I mixed hot water, sugar, and meringue plus and whipped it up. Then I added almond flour, urine, powdered sugar, flour, and spread the mixture onto a baking tray. After that, I sprinkled pine nuts on top and finished with some granulated sugar. Into the oven at a 170 degrees cold, and this is the result. To prepare the citrus compote, I started with organic oranges, mandarins and lemons, which I blanched several times in water to remove the bitterness. Then I added sugar and whipped cream, blended it until I achieved the desired thickness and texture, brought it to a boil and reduced it until it reached the right consistency. Characteristics of the white coffee pastry, the favorite. To start, presentation in a glass. The pastry presents coffee in two forms, the powdered part and the whole bean, which I can choose to leave inside the preparation to further emphasize the aromatic aspect or remove and use later, perhaps for a decorative touch. If I decide to leave it inside, it needs to be blended to reduce its size and thus make it usable within the gelato. What is the aromatic aspect based on? First of all, it is a Guatemalan origin coffee with a great penny balance of flavor, absolutely no overpowering acidic notes, and a subtle caramel taste. For the preparation of the white coffee gelato, I personalize it by adding coffee paste to the white base. I blend the white base with the white coffee paste. White coffee gelato is ready for churning. For the preparation of the glaze that I will use on the outer edge of the dessert, I mix two different preparations, gianduja croque glaze and white croque glaze. In this way, I create a color that is intermediate between the two, which recalls the tones of the dessert's flavor, which is coffee. The glaze is ready to use. Preparation of the Italian-style citrus semi-freddo, pastry cream, citrus compote, citrus distillate, whipped cream, and the ingredients for making the Italian meringue, which we will prepare right away. Hot water, more meringue and sugar, dextrose. Immersion blender. Ready to whip the mixture in the stand mixer and obtain a perfect Italian meringue to use in the preparation of the semi-freddo. Assembling the ingredients that make up the Italian-style citrus semi-freddo. I start with the pastry cream, citrus compote, citrus distillate, and whipped cream. I mix all the ingredients together. Final step, incorporate the meringue with all the other ingredients. Here is the white coffee gelato that I will use to assemble the dessert. The gelato is ready. I'm going to pipe it into the mold. Next, after the white coffee gelato, comes the citrus compote. After piping the citrus compote, I chill it to sete, then move on to the next step. The final step in assembling the dessert, I finish the top of the mold with the Italian-style citrus semi-freddo. At this point, we're ready to stabilize the entire dessert by flash freezing it, and then proceed to the next phase. The dessert is ready. After sufficient time in the blast freezer, I remove the ring. We're ready for the next step, which will be glazing the outer edge of the dessert. I'm ready with some meringue, which I'll pipe onto the surface of the dessert as a decorative element. Final step, I gently caramelize the piped meringue on top with a torch. Now we'll briefly set it in the blast chiller before finishing with the decorative elements. Before presenting it, we'll add lemon zest, orange zest, and strands of dark chocolate. Strands of dark chocolate. And finally, some gold leaf. This is my interpretation of white coffee gelato, paired with an Italian-style citrus semi-freddo, which creates the balance you find in an ice cream cake.